Hello, this is Janghaeng Visa in Korea, a licensed the person, somebody who I'm dealing with for the Korea visa and immigration. Has a lot of requests from an E9 visa holder from last Thursday to until today and Sundays. And it's a E9 the brothers and sisters have requested lots of questions for the making new E and 7 for the visa, and what is the really about the E74 visa and what is the benefit and how to apply, and had a lot of information but lack of information throughout the internet or the Facebook. So that's why I am just trying to make this video for understanding more easily for E74 visa. Okay, before we started this movie, you have to must and know about only the licensed person or registered from Ministry of Justice. Only that kind of person can deal with immigration and visa issues, somebody who resides in Korea. Okay, but as you know, it's Janghaeng.com, and Janghaeng is a licensed person, as you know that. So if you believe me and trust me, and you can hire me, and after your whole checking is the best way to get the E74 visa more safely and very quickly. Okay, let us start today's session. First of all, a lot of E9 visa holders have wondering about what is the E71 previous and visa, and what is the E74 for starting from this August 1st to December 31st. What is the difference? And I got a lot of information and asking from my E9 visa holders and brothers and sisters. So I will just make it clear for this. There are E7 and 1 visa and E74 visa. Previously, E71 has a very strict requirement. For example, the 4 years and up, my second one is our topic level 3 and up, and a road industry person and topic level 2 and up. And 3.1 is income is very high. Income is very high. If you are working at a road industry as GNI and 80%. So around 2016, around the 26 to 27 million won. Or and other, except for the pre-industry and E9 visa holder, they have maybe 31 to 32 million won per year. Wow, very huge amount of money you have to earn. And number 4 is college graduates for regular, the manufacturing and construction or agriculture, fishery and E9 visa holders. And road industry E9 visa holders need more than high school graduate. Okay, look at this. So, okay, 4 years I can do. Topic level 3, topic level 2, okay, it's okay. Income, yeah, but a little bit difficult, but I can try. But look at this, number 4. It means, except for road industry E9 visa holders, other the fields such as general manufacturing and agriculturing and the fishery or construction E9 visa holders, if they hold high school graduate certificate, they can't apply for E71 previous visa. That's why a lot of complaint to the Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Labor. So that's why, and these commissioners had a lot of meetings to find out the best way So finally they decided to make a E74 visa. What is the difference from the E91 and E94 visa? 4 years, yes, required. TOEFL level 3 or TOEFL level 2 is optional. What does mean optional means? If you don't have TOEFL level 3, but if you have TOEFL level 2, you got just 10 points. So, what's the difference? I think you can understand it. E74 only points based system. So, if you don't have enough topic and the level, but if you're less topic level 2, instead, you can get just a lower point only. So, income is just a part of a point. It is not mandatory. Mandatory means you have to earn more than certain money. No, it is not applicable. So it means if you earn a lot of money and you got higher points, if you earn yearly income less than 26 million won, just a 0 point only. Okay, also college. I explained already. Without the college and higher graduate certificate, you cannot apply for E71 visa if you are working at a general manufacturing. But if you got a high school graduate certificate, you got 5 points. College 10 points. That's all. It is a point system. So there are lots of possibilities E9 holders can change to E74, right? That's why. Another reason to why E71 and E74, the change to E74, lots of your boss, right? After 4 years and 10 months after that, you got a lot of skill and you are very good at it in your company as a very skilled workers. But if you cannot meet this requirement, even though you are very good at it for your field, but you have to leave, you have to go back to your country. So your boss complained to the Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Labor. That's why to extend exactly is a change your visa, and you can stay more than 7 years. So what is the benefit of a E74? I will let you know what is the benefit first. What is the E74's benefit? The benefits are simple. The first one, the first 2 years extension. After that, maybe yearly, you have to make a contract and continuously extend. Until when? Until your contract and made between you and your boss. 10 years later or 25 years later, you can do. If your contract period is still valid, you can stay continuously. The second one, and invite. But some of the videos said they invite family members, but it's not true. Please be careful. E74 visa holders only can invite their spouse and their children when under 18 years old only, right? Not E9 visa holders, father or mother, aunt, aunt, and uncle cannot invite. Only just the spouse and children is a very important part. It's almost the same as previous E71, but two have options, right? Can you understand clearly? Okay. Then right now, I will let you know about the basic point system. There are three part of a point system consists of the first one, required item. 1, 2, 3. And second one, okay, the second one, optional item, totally 4. And number 3, deduct. Okay, so there are required items totally 80 points and optional items 100 points and deduct is minus 100 points. So total your point is 180 points. So how to get E74 visa? There are two options, right? Okay, there are required items 1 and 2, right? And optional items and has several times. Okay, the first one there has a skill, industrial, real contribution, Korean 사회 공헌도, right? But second one is just for contribution for future. 미래 가치 기업, right? So there are two types of things. Okay, so how to get E74 visa? Okay, the first one, if you got industrial contribution, there is a skillfulness. It's a 숙련도. 숙련도 meaning is how your technology, your skilled works. So it's a skill and skillfulness and contribution for the future. There is our education, Korean language skill, and number 3 is your age. But I will explain later. Why I just explained these required item first and second initially. Why? Because this is very important. Why they say the required item? Okay, so if you want to get an E74 from E9, two options. First, if your skillfulness is more than 10 points plus totally, if you got 50 points and adding required items and optional items together, if you got more than 50 points, you have a 10. But second one, if your required items, number 1 and number 2, like a skillfulness and 숙련도 and contribution for future, is education, Korean language skills, and ages. It's more than 35 points if you have a chance. And total and the points with required items and optional items more than 70, you have a chance. You got it? Can you understand? Right? Okay, I will make it clear. If you want to change E74 from E9 visa, and there are very important two conditions. The first, there are required items, and one, it is a accredited industrial contribution, and there has a skillfulness category, right? So your skillfulness and 숙련도 points, if you have more than 10 points, and total points, including required items and optional items, more than 50 points, you have a chance. The second one is, there are required items if your required items is skillfulness and contribution for future education, Korean language skills and ages, more than 35 points, and total your point required items and optional items more than 70 points, you have a chance. Got it? Okay, I will explain more detailed information about required items. So, one, the required items is Korean 필수 항목. You have to have it at least one. Okay, I said that there is one of the things, the skillfulness. 숙련도. Okay, there are three parts of the checking your 숙련도. First one, your 2015-2016 income average. It means like when you apply for this year 2017 and you need 2015 and 2016 your 2 years yearly average income. Okay, there are three parts. First one, if your 2 years average income is more than 20 million won and up, you got 10 points. And 30 million and up, 15 points. And 33 million and up, you got 20 points. You got it, right? Okay, number two. Skillfulness is a license, right? License. There are three parts of a license. Is first one, technician license. Technician is a very difficult to get this certificate, as you know, right? Usually, if you want to get, right, it's even the Korean university student to get the technician license, it takes around 2 or 3 years to preparation for taking this the license. Is very difficult. Technician license, if you have a 20, and also industrial technician, the license you got the 15 points, and there is the skillfulness, skilled and skilled technician, and you got the 10 points. Also, there are some of the a test for your skill from Ministry of Justice. So it is very difficult, the test of skill. So lots of the video holders, they ask me about what is the skill in the test. Is that I think is 1 or 2 times a year, and the Ministry of Justice, 법무부, right, gonna test the skill of visa holders. If you got this certification and if you pass this the skill test from the Ministry of Justice, you got 10 points. Got it? To understanding, right? Okay, so I give you one more tip. If you want to apply for E74 visa this year, so you need 2015, 2016, 2 years income averages. So how to prove it, right? So how to prove it? Your 2 years income, the averages are more than 26 or 30 or 33. How to prove it? Read it? Can you read it? Can you read it? So if somebody can read this one, I think you got more than TOEFL level 3. But if you cannot read this one, I think TOEFL level 2 or TOEFL level 1. Anyway, read this one. 소득 금액 증명원 is we can call the income certificate. It is originally issued from tax office, right? It's a national, one of the ministry. So if you want to prove this one, you have to get 소득 금액 증명원 2015 and 2016 and average income. Got it? Okay. I'll explain for the next one. The required item number 2. contribution for your future. So, contribution for your future. The first one, education. And the bachelor and up, 20 points. And associate degree. Associate is called college. It's 15 points. 10 points, I'm sorry. And high school graduate, you got 5 points. Okay, so you need is the education like a bachelor degree, the how to prove it. You need like a Korean embassy system. Is very important. Okay, one of the options like this. What's the high school? But I know one of the countries using they don't like to use in high school graduate. How to say? They said like a higher secondary or the pre-med or something like this. This is almost the same as high school. It is not a college, right? You have to watch out. One of the countries said is college, but college is like this, right? You have to finish like 12 and level 12, and after that you have to the test for the entrance of a college or universities. So if you finish your level 10 of the middle school or high school, after that you go back to the college, the Korean college, but it is not at the college, right? It is not. It is a high school. Okay, so if you don't have a college or bachelor and diploma and certificate, and you have just a higher secondary and pre-med, that kinds of a certificate, it is called the high school. You got 5 points only. Keep in mind, this is very important. Okay, and the second one, topic score. Topic 한국어 능력 시험 or KIIP 사회 통합 program. Level 4. You have to choose one, right? You can't add it together. Just you have to choose one. If you got level 4, 20 points. Level 3, 15. Level 2, 10. Level 1 is 5 points. Got it? So somebody said, wow, I got a topic level 3 and I got a KIIP in a stage 4. So why I got a 35? No. Just you can choose the highest point only. Just choose one. Got it? Okay. Your age. Your age, there are the until 24 and 20 points, and until 29, 15 points, until 30, 10 points, I'm sorry, and 34 is 5 points, and 38 is just 2 points. Okay, you have to watch out. Look at this. 24 meaning is it's American age, right? Not Korean age. American age means before 24. Until 24 meaning is if the birthday is today, you got 24. But after your birthday, after 24 years old, for example, 24 years plus just 1 day, you are not 24 years old. You got 10 points. You gotta understand? So look at this. Until 38, 만 38세 meaning is if you got 38 is American age plus 1 month, it means you're not 38 years old. Means you are more than 38 years old. This means until 38 means if you got 38 years old plus 1 month, you got 0 points. Got it? So if you are 39 years old, just a 0 point only. Got it? Okay, I will explain the next item for the optional item. 선택 항목. Okay. And your asset. Honestly speaking, it is very difficult to get your asset because somebody said, oh, if you got more than like a 30 million won of your bank account, you got like a 5 points. But it is not true. It is like a regular savings. More than 800,000 Korean won and all. Every month you have to the saving your money, as a Korean name is a 적금, 정기 적금. If not, it is not your in the asset exactly to get a points. You have to watch out, okay? So if not, regularly saving more than 2 years. If not, there's no any points, 0 points. Got it. But second one, your domestic asset, property. But somebody said, oh yes, I have a like a 보증금, right? Right, 보증금, like a deposit money into my some of the apartment, some of the house. So domestic asset means you have to have your own properties, such as real estate and the buildings and houses and land like this. 보증금, it is not the kinds of your asset. Got it? So most of the E9 visa holders for the asset will be 0. You have to watch out, okay? The second one. The second one is for the working period. Working period, if you working at road industry, and other. But somebody said, just road industry and agriculture and construction is possible to apply for E74. No. Same as E71. Road industry, general manufacturing and construction and fishery and agricultural, everybody can apply for it. If you meet the requirement, if you have more than like 50 to 70 points, you have a chance to apply. Okay. The road industry, if somebody have more than 60 years, right? You got 15 points. More than 4 years, you got 10 points. Other industries, more than 60 years, you got 10 points. More than 4 years, you got 5 points. Okay, so anyway, if you are working at the road industry, if you want to get the 10 points, you have to work more than 1 year at this road industry company. So, if you just working more than 4 years at other industries, about road industries, but your working time at a road industry right now is less than 1 year, you got just 5 points only. It's different, okay? And also education. Wow, the last ever the E9 visa holders, got confused about this one. Education. Education is only somebody who studied in Korea, like associate degree or bachelor degree, like this, right? But somebody said, I'm studying some of the Koreans in the Tamuna Center or other KIIP Center. Can I get this point? No. So you have to come to Korea with a D2, right? And higher than associate degree, college degree, and you got a certificate of your diploma, and you can get a point. So somebody said another one, like a 국내 연수. What is a 국내 연수? Means a training. Sir, and when I came back to Korea or when I was in my country and HR Korea and trained us, so I got this point? No. only D4 6 visa holders, when they came to Korea for the training purpose, only they can get a point. If not, other training sessions like pork lifts and a training session and HR Korea training session is just 0 points. Okay. Number 4. There are like additional point like this. But I'd like to introduce only one thing, that there are, like if you are in studying in Korea more than like a bachelor degree and all, so bachelor degree, additional 5 points, and master's and all, you got 10 points additionally. And also, if you got the citation, 상장, 표창, right, from one of the person, and one of the like a city mayor or GU officer, head of a GU officer, if you got the citation because of you are very good at it, yeah, you can get how many? How much points? 5? 5? No, 2 points. But somebody said like this misunderstood and the teaching is wrong information. Citation, everyone's citation got 2 and max 5. 5 points. Got it? Okay. And also, if somebody got a very good translation and interpretation and skills, they got social and voluntary service more than 1 year. More than 1 year voluntary service. More than 1 year, right? They can get like 3 points. But it shall be proved by the one of the like GU office or police officers like this. Okay. And also another one for your tax. Tax meaning is if you apply for this 871 visa this year, so 2016 your tax and the payment. If you pay more than 1 million won is 1.150 and you got 3 points only. 1 million, 1.5 million is 3 points only, right? So how to check this one? So when you check this 소득 금액 증명원 income tax, income certificate 2016, there is a left side has some of your income and the right side has a tax. So you can check this text. Okay, this is a very, very important thing. Is nobody teach you and how to do. I will let you know. It's a very important part. A very important part as an additional point. It's a very important, but nobody let you know. What is this? If you work. If you work with the E9 visa more than 2 years, where? Gwangju, okay, I just write this one. Gwangju, Daegu, Busan, Ulsan, Incheon, Daejeon, Seoul, and Gyeonggi-do. No points. Got it? Right? If you work at 광주, 광역시, 대구, 부산, 울산, 인천, 대전, 서울, 경기도, if you work at it, right? There's no point. Except for 강원도, 제주도, 충청도, 전라도, 경상도. If you work at it like more than 2 years at the Myeon office, you got additional 10 points. So you're working at one of the Incheon, some of the place, you don't have any point additional for. But if you're working at 강원도, 제주도, 충청도, 전라도, 경상도, more than 2 years, yes, you got 10 additional points. Okay, finally I explained the deduct points. deduct minus 100. So you can check my video previously. So if you violate one of the immigration law or the law, Korean law, violate, you got huge minus discount. So check it out. But honestly speaking, without the license and driving and drunken driving and hitting somebody, right? There is no chance to change your visa. Okay? So you have to behave very nicely while you're staying in Korea. Okay, I just explained everything about these things. So if you wanted more detailed information and you have to reserve consultation and calling, or better, Janghaeng at naver.com and 카톡 Janghaeng or Messenger. So starting from the next Monday, I'd like to restart the reserve consultation. As you know, the very important thing is you have to reserve for this case and set the date and 30-minute sessions for the charged consultation so that's why I will provide you very excellent new and the immigration policy updated and checklist together when you come here and check everything stuff and guide you and how many points you have or how to get more additional points and how to do, right? If your company like a certain cases like this. So I explained everything about this case. So this time is very important to you. The most important thing is to get E74 and invite your spouse and your children. And also, yearly, right? The first time you got 2 years and visa, and after that, you can stay more than the several years in Korea with the extension of the visa contract period. Okay, I'll explain the whole things, but there are lots of more detailed information. So how to get this information? Just reserve with the Visa in Korea and Janghaeng and maker and charge the consultation and the reservation first, right? So if you want it and if you want to get E74 and you want to check any possibilities and your company will help you, just contact me at the Visa in Korea, Janghaeng, right? You really trust me. I think a lot of our companies do like this. Okay, see you next time and see you at the reservation meeting time. Bye-bye.